think about the things that we used to do. And then I wonder why I'm standing here missing you. No doubt we had some good times, you and I. But now it's time to start a new chapter in my life. Even though we've grown so far apart, you know that you will always be deep within my heart.
What's up, good people? It's your boy, CuzWeKin Connoisseur Big U. Welcome once again to this edition of the Open Bar Sports Edition. Today we're going to talk NBA like we normally do, with a New York perspective. That's what we're going to do from now on. From here on out, we're going to talk sports, but with a New York perspective, because I'm a New Yorker, transplanted to Jersey, but I'm a New Yorker. Let's get into some summer league news. So the summer league is over. The NBA season is officially done. No more basketball unless you are going to sneak into some summer camps or something when they're training. The summer league was pretty decent. Memphis won the summer league. The Memphis Grizzlies summer league team, they won without Ja Morant, the number 2 pick in the draft. He did not play at all. Zion Williamson played about 9 minutes. He played one game in the summer league, 9 minutes. There was an earthquake during that game. They postponed the game, and he did not play for the rest of the summer league. The only one of the top 3 picks that did play in the summer league was the New York Knicks' own R.J. Barrett. And he started off a little shaky, but he did pretty well in the summer league. They're doing something that recently they call load management, where they're trying to stop the players from playing too much so they don't get hurt. But in an instance where you got brand new players that are just coming out of college, 19 and 20-year-old guys, I don't see where that makes any sense. If these guys are tired from playing a summer league game, I don't see how there's any way that they're going to get through an NBA season. There were rumors that Zion Williamson was out of shape, and that's why they pulled him from the summer league. They said he had a knee injury, he had a knee bruise or something, he bumped knees with somebody, didn't see when that happened. But there were rumors that he was out of shape, and that's why they pulled him from the summer league. He was looking like a size husky. He was looking like Zion Husky Williamson. He wasn't looking like a basketball player. He looked a little bit like a football player or a wrestler, maybe an MMA fighter. I thought that he was going to go for a world championship belt or something like that. He was explosive. He did get 4 dunks. He was 4 for 9 from the field or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it was all dunks. He didn't make any shots. So if that's what we have to see when we get into the league, hopefully he'll develop that jump shot and work a little more on his game, because I don't think that those dunks at that girth, I don't think that girth is going to be able to move around well on the NBA floor. But I'm sure he has professional trainers now, and over the summer they're going to work him into some shape aside from the round shape that DeMarcus Cousins was in. He seemed to be in that same shape. The Knicks, my team, the Knicks, went 2-3 in the summer league, and they were picked coming in to win the summer league. So some people would say that's a failure. Me, myself, I don't think that it is, because the coach seemed to let the young guys get a lot of time. He didn't focus on the second-year players. We had a lot of returning players. Alonzo Trier, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson. These guys played a lot. They played major minutes in regular NBA games last season, so they didn't focus a lot of the minutes on these guys. What they did focus on was our new talent. Of course, R.J. Barrett, the number 3 pick in the league, and then also a steal that I think we got, Ignas Brazdeikis. Again, these new foreign names, I will not say that again. I'm going to call him Iggy from now on. He will be known as Iggy. I'm not saying his name again. You can look it up. Maybe I'll post it below in the description of the video or something like that, but I'm not saying that name again. Iggy was the number 44 pick for the New York Knicks out of Michigan. He was the freshman of the year in the I think the Big Ten conference that Michigan is in NCAA, and he was their leading scorer, and he looks to be a steal, man. He played really well. One game he actually had 30, averaged about 15, 16 points a game throughout the summer league, and he looked really good. So that's another bright future player for the New York Knicks. But the good thing was that these guys did play throughout the summer league, but all of these guys rested. Like I said, no Zion, no Ja Morant. I didn't remember seeing a lot of name guys. There was a lot of good competition there, but it didn't hold my interest as much as it would have if all of the higher picks would have played. Brandon Clark was the Summer League MVP and the championship MVP for the Summer League. He played for the Grizzlies, the team that ended up winning the Summer League. I guess that's why they were able to swing it without Ja Morant. They had other talent on that team. So, shout out to the Grizzlies. Shout out to Brandon Clark, and good luck with the regular season, transferring that success from the Summer League onto the regular season. You had some free agency moves that took place between the last time I spoke to you guys and then with the ending of the Summer League and all of that. You had the New York Knicks picked up Marcus Morris, which was surprising because he had a contract, pretty much a deal almost done with the San Antonio Spurs, and everybody knows that franchise, that's a storied franchise with a great system in place. And a lot of people say that the Knicks have trouble drawing talent, because of the state of the franchise with Dolan, front office problems and things of that nature, bad decisions in our recent history, but actually in the long history, in recent, in recent memory. But the fact that he was willing to not sign with the Spurs and sign with the Knicks, I think says something for the direction that my team is headed in. I think that, it shows that players, and he's been here for a while, so I'm sure he wants to play in a stable situation. Players are seeing that the moves that the Knicks are making are in the right direction, and they're starting to, come toward the team. I think that he will be a very welcome addition to the team. As a vet, as a stretch player, 3 or 4, he can shoot the 3, he can play inside, and he can score one-on-one. That's going to be something that we need with the cast of players that we do have for the New York Knicks. We're staying young, and I like the way that team looks for next season, man. I like the way they look. I know everybody counted us out after we missed the major free agent signings, but what they're doing right now, the cast of characters that they put together, I think is going to do very well next season. Okay, another major move that was made in free agency was the Houston Rockets trading Chris Paul to the Oklahoma City Thunder for, you guessed it, Russell Westbrook. Now, I've always been hard on Russell Westbrook, say that he chased stats, that his triple doubles. He got a lot of stats, but I don't see that he's had a lot of winning in the teams that he's been on. Chris Paul is one of my top point guards. Like, even with the Houston situation, before he came there, they struggled to even advance out of the first round of the playoffs. James Harden had been there. Since he came in these last couple of years, they've been extremely competitive, having to be stopped by the champion Warriors the season prior, and then last season it would have been champion if not for injury Warriors. So I think that OKC made off in this trade. I know a lot of people would think, if you add all of Russell Westbrook's stats with all of James Harden's stats and about 3 or 4 extra basketballs on the court, maybe you could, because both of those guys demand the ball too much. They're ball stoppers. They hold the ball. They have to have the ball at all times. And unless they're going to one of the twin powers activate or something like that, I don't see there being enough basketball for those two guys to share. I could also see them both chasing triple doubles and not caring about if their team wins. They both can't be the MVP, and they both can't always get triple doubles. I don't see how those two guys mesh or how they synergize to be successful in that Houston situation. They're talented enough that I'm sure they're going to win games. So I'm not saying that Houston is going to be trash or anything like that, but I'm just saying at the end of the regular season, which is when they want to start winning, because Houston has been good in the regular season the last however many years. But once they get into the playoffs where they need to win, I don't see either one of those guys bringing something to that team that will cause them to win in the postseason. And I'm sure that is the goal of the Houston Rockets. They don't want to finish after the first round of the playoffs, so get past the first round and then lose in the second round of the playoffs. I'm sure they're trying to win championships, and I just don't see how with those two guys chasing stats. I'm sure they'll have 30 points each, 18 assists, 12 rebounds, and all this kind of stuff. Everybody else on their team will be smoking cigarettes on the court and tying their shoes, playing patty cake and shooting dice and all of this while they're running around, passing the ball back and forth to each other, down by 30 at the half. But at least they both got triple doubles, is what'll be the headline in the paper. I think that makes no sense, and I don't see how they mesh on the team. Then you got CP3 now in OKC. How long is CP3 going to stay in OKC? Great a great place to play because they don't have a bunch of professional teams. Again, I did go to college there, OU, Boomer Sooner. But they don't have a bunch of professional teams, so the Oklahoma City Thunder will get all of the fan support. Their games will be loud. Fans will come out and support them. But is that enough? Is that small market enough to keep CP3? Will he stay there and, you know, try to play for those guys? Or will he try to move to another destination? A destination like, drum roll, the Los Angeles Lakers. He came from, you know, he had settled himself in LA for years with the Clippers. He went to Houston for a couple of years. And to me, I just think that they're going to try to find a way to move him to the Lakers with LeBron. And that would complete that trifecta of players that LeBron usually has when he's chasing his championships. He has AD, you know, you got LeBron, and then you would have Chris Paul, you know. And then if that did happen, do you guys think that would make them a super team? Actually, with the team they have right now, do you think they're a super team? Because as it stands now, they have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins. And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis was the Twin Towers, you know, averaging 20 and 10 together when they were on the Pelicans. So now with those two guys and LeBron, do they have a super team now? I just think all this stuff is getting ridiculous. If you're going to judge them by the same metrics that you judge the Golden State Warriors by saying, oh, they're a super team because they have like Draymond, you name players like Draymond Green and all these type of people, then they have Rondo, they got DeMarcus Cousins, AD, and LeBron right now. There's 4 guys that have been all-stars at some point. So, you know, do they have their super team? Is it going to matter though? Are they the favorites? Are they perennial favorites to win the championship now with all the talent that they've amassed? You know, I don't know. I don't think so, but, you know, it remains to be seen. That's why they play the games. With all of the moves that have been made with all of the teams in the league, we got a lot of talent spread out in a lot of different places. And I just don't see any one team having any huge advantage over another for winning the championship. Even if you want to talk about a team like the Lakers that have amassed a lot of talent, they have to gel that talent because, you know, they do have Rondo and AD and DeMarcus Cousins that have played together before on the Pelicans, but you know, with LeBron and Kuzma and all these other guys, JaVale McGee, all these guys, they have to match that and make that work. So to me, that doesn't make them the favorites. What it does to me is bring us another interesting season of basketball. We get to see what happens. It should be exciting. It should be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. As always, we must end with the call for Carmelo Anthony. Melo's not on any team right now. Lakers, you need to add him because you need that jump shot. Spread the floor. You got AD, LeBron, DeMarcus. Neither one of these people can be stopped on the inside if you spread the floor enough. Rajon Rondo can't shoot. Kyle Kuzma shoots pretty decently, but hasn't proven himself to be a knockdown shooter. What else they got on that team? You got JaVale McGee. You need that floor spread for him to dive, get those alley-oops and all of that. Who better to spread the floor than a knockdown shooter and a Carmelo Anthony? Veteran, knows how to play, knows the right way to play. You know, is friends with LeBron. We'll get along well with him on that team. Call up Carmelo. New York Knicks. Young squad you got. You need leadership. You need locker room presence. You need professionalism. Who are you going to call? Not Ghostbusters. You're going to call Carmelo Anthony, man. He's the guy that I think could get these young guys, get them in the way of knowing how to prepare. You know, you see everybody, I'm sure everybody sees all the workout videos all the time that he still puts in to keep his game ready so that if he does get the call, he is ready to come out and produce despite what everybody's saying. No, he's washed up, he's done, he's this, he's that. He has videos all around the place of him preparing, showing that he still takes it seriously and he knows how to be professional and be ready. And that's something that he could teach to these rookies in New York, these second-year players in New York, if you were to send him there with the team that they have. And they need a floor spacer. They don't have any consistent knockdown shooting. And Carmelo Anthony has the gun. The gun. Follow through, knockdown is good. Everybody go home. You know, Carmelo to save the day, all that good stuff. But they might need to make that call, man. Carmelo Anthony. The man, the myth, the New York legend. Then he could play through the season, maybe play a couple of seasons, and if he was ready to lay it all down and retire, let the man retire in a place that he gave his career, his life, his stats, all that to. The New York Knicks. That's where Carmelo should retire. Let him retire in New York, man. Send his jersey up in the rafters, the great times he had in the Garden. He probably has some more this season with this young bunch getting up and down. I think it's a no-brainer, man. Lakers, New York, any team. OKC, you got CP3 out there. You need some more veteran players. You need some floor stretching. You need somebody that's cool with Chris Paul, Banana Boat guy. They know each other. Get Melo out there. He was in OKC before. Get him back out there right without Russell Westbrook, without the ball stopper. Even though CP3 is a ball stopper too, but it's a different kind of ball stopper. That's all in fun. Carmelo's my guy. The New York Knicks are my team. Cuz we can, many cannot. If you see us, open bar, drinks on us. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. See you guys later.
Oh, yeah. I think about the things that we used to do, and then I wonder why I'm standing here missing you. No doubt we had some good times, you and I, but now it's time to start a new chapter in my life.